Sorry, I'll move that. Hi, friends. Host Eric here. I was talking with famous people. I'm here with Arch Admin Susie, and in the background there is Hunchy McHunchertons, who walks with a crazy hunch for some reason. Um, Anyhow, we're talking about the fact that this channel has so many videos and the way that it's allowed me to understand presentational cues, audience response, and human cognitive biases in general, the risks of hasty generalization in particular, but also the risks of mistaking heuristics for warrants. Okay, so what do I mean by all that fancy talk? Well, what I mean is some of my videos make me look like white trash. Okay? For example, I had to shovel trash and cat shit out of my bedroom. It doesn't look good, frankly. People might think, gosh, that guy lives in squalor. They might think, he must be an awful human being. He must be destitute. He must not be able to afford even a broom. But in reality, what are you looking for? This? In reality, it's kind of a intuitives thing, or an NTP thing a little bit. Yeah, a little bit, Susie. Hold on a second.
You made
there.
some bad choices when caring for the kittens and you went away. That's the truth of it.
I made some bad choices when I went away when caring for the kittens.
No, you just left them without any functional toilet facilities, and that happened.
Oh, right. Well, I thought they would be able to go outside. I told them to go outside, and I put the litter box outside for them to go to.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, why didn't they just go outside like I told them? I don't know either. Anyway, it was a bad idea on my part because I was being lazy at the outset there, and it caused me a shitload of work to clean it after the cats pooped in the room. I put off dealing with it for a couple of weeks. You know, the kittens are, I don't know, 9 weeks old now. And they didn't really start pooping in the room until I moved the litter box outside. Maybe, I don't know, around a month or something. So they may have been pooping in there for about a month. And I know that
Poop a
sounds
lot.
ridiculous, but the thing is, I moved to the living room to sleep because it started just stinking there. Am I that lazy? Well, yeah. I'm also that sort of priority. I don't know, intermittent. It's like I knew I'd get to it eventually, but I didn't want to deal with it right now. So you might also say, well, why don't you just pay somebody to clean it up? I've discussed that. I almost got day laborers a couple of different times to clean it up, but Kimberly insists that it was too dirty to bring day laborers in to clean up. It wasn't too dirty for me to clean up, but it was too dirty for the day laborers. So, you know, that's an FE second slot person who's using FE as a tool to make a decision about whether it's a good idea to bring day laborers in to scoop out the cat poop and stuff with a shovel is, well, it's kind of embarrassing, and I don't want the day laborers to see that. And you know what? It is kind of embarrassing. I don't mind the world seeing it, but I don't really want the day laborers to see it either. It's different in person, you know. The thing is, I'm not embarrassed by it. I don't care. I understand my nature. I get these little cycles. It gets squalid. I clean it all up. It's all fucking badass because, all of a sudden SI got fun. All of a sudden it got fun to clean. And it got fun to organize stuff. Ooh, that sounds fun. And then, you know, it stops being fun after a while. And you go, okay, I'm tired of that now. And then the house gets all messy again. What I need is somebody to provide a little consistency around here. Or possibly to combine in households, which I think Kimberly and I will probably do eventually. Regardless, all that's a lot of yibber yabber for the basic point that that cleanliness is an area in which people might extrapolate meanings beyond the simple, obvious, and true meaning of it. A person who is not clean and or full of clutter is dirty and messy. Now, beyond that, there's not much meaning to glean from it. It doesn't make me a bad person. Doesn't make me crazy. Doesn't make me unfit as a human. nor does it make me a transient. Now, here's some other things people might glean from this channel. If you watch this channel, you might see me going out to eat a lot and stuff like that. You might see me appear to live large in some regard, but is all the stuff I do. It's not like there's extra stuff happening after that that you're not seeing, right? If I go out to eat, chances are it's going to go up on the channel. And what else am I spending money on? Well, not really anything. I have low expenses. I have super low overhead. I'm liquid at the moment for a little while, but I gotta get some checks rolling in. Kimberly and I were fighting about that earlier. So, am I rich? No. Not at all. Am I poor? No. Do I get by? Yeah. Do I live pretty free? Yeah. I've got a really flexible schedule. Kimberly and I have had a lot of fun because both of us have a pretty flexible schedule. And having free time together and doing activities. It's very important to do activities together. And some of the fun activities that Kimberly and I have done together include, I started it, but Kimberly got to do a little work on this as well. She has to do to do a little carving on it too. I'm working on my Kimberly piece of wood. Okay. I'm carving her name into a piece of wood. I'm not done. It's partial work in progress, as they say. She participated on that too. She's drunk with that. Other activities that we've done have been, I cleaned off her porch, and she's been helping with the getting shit ready for the painters. They're going to repaint the house. We've been working great as a team on doing that shit over there, and getting everything all organized. You know, she's got a whole closet full of clean clothes with inadequate organizational capacity in that closet. So we're trying to, there's space that could be used, and we're going to try to use it, and we're working together to figure that shit out. It's cool. I got a Facebook message from Janelle in response to this. Happy birthday, famous person, Janelle. It's from me, host Eric, so this greeting is really important. That's funny. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, that shit. So, another perception that people might have about me. They might think that I'm an out-of-control drug addict. Well, I do a lot of drugs, but I manage my addictions well. And all of my drugs are legal. So, the Adderall I take is prescribed. The weed I smoke is recommended by a doctor, which makes it legal in California. Note, it's not legal in Oklahoma. Anywho, so yeah, I do. The drugs I'm prescribed, they make my life better. For those of you out there who think that amphetamines are awful, that the only people who do them are strung out speed freaks, well, look, I never have more than a dozen track marks at a time. Oh wait, I mean 0. I don't shoot any drugs. I'm not a speed addict in that regard. But I am diagnosed ADHD, and I do actually need Adderall to function effectively. All the things that I've accomplished, really, with this channel, with the debate business, with my former employer at the end of it, when I really put a handle on the curriculum, that was all enabled by Adderall. Because when I started taking Adderall, all of a sudden, I could stay on task for more than 10 minutes. And when I wasn't on Adderall, I would be 10 minutes Tom. Guys, it's raining, and that's a sure sign that heaven approves of this video. I've got one more before we draw this video to a close. That would be some people might watch this channel and see my suave moves and think I'm some kind of mad puss slayer. Well, folks, confession to make, I don't really slay much puss. So, I do have one set aside exactly for that purpose, though. And by and large, she seems to want to engage in that activity with me, which is always preferable to, you know, ew, but okay, but ew. You ideally don't want that. You don't want okay, but ew. Can I have sex with you? Okay, but ew. Would be the worst possible response. It would be worse than just like ew, because at least then you could be like fuck you, bitch. But like a really reluctant. Why did you agree to that thing? Okay, but ew. That'd be the worst thing to hear. Because then what are you supposed to do? She just agreed to have sex with you for no reason, apparently, and and but she obviously doesn't want to. That would be a terrible situation to be in. Anyway, the don't find yourself in that situation, gentlemen. You should wait a while before having sexual intercourse with a new partner. Allow time and comfort to grow. I myself don't follow that rule, but I suggest it anyway as a general course of action because I think it's nice to be tender. Not the dating app, the tenderness thing. Okay, so anyway, another perception that people might have of this, I said that was the last one, but I was lying apparently, is that talking with famous people makes a lot of money. Talking with famous people doesn't make shit. It makes like $35 a month. And it's cost me like hundreds of dollars, so no. I don't know what else people might have bad perceptions about. Oh, that's right. They think I'm crazy. I used to get that a lot. You're mentally ill. You're crazy. Nobody could give me any examples of me behaving in a mentally ill fashion or anything that could be accurately referred to as crazy. They just didn't like my big beard. See, when I had a big beard, one of the popular things to call me was crazy. Because apparently, big beards cause mental illness. The problem is that for people who perceived me as crazy because of my big beard, it makes me worry about their mental health because, like I said, they think beards cause mental illness. Anyway, shame on everybody. I love you so much, and fuck you if you have those perceptions or whatever. And I love you so much. They always say something positive, then something negative, then something positive. That's the trifecta. And I'm going to end with an extra positive thing. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. I pity the fool who forgets to eat plenty of cheese. Yeah, you should listen to Mr. T. You don't want to be the fool that's pitied for that crime.